Hi everyone. Hey, I wanted to get on here and give kind of a check-in because honestly, just trying to get everybody around a table is a lot to expect this time of year. But I did have a couple things to share with you. I'm actually at Pismo Beach right now. Mike's on business, and so this is my office. I thought I would share it with you guys. But anyway, I wanted to start off by saying thank you for just the amazing way that this team steps in and you guys cover each other's shift. I have never had such a flexible team. You guys really do support each other, and I just feel so honored to have you guys on this team. And so I want to start by saying thank you for that. I hope you're enjoying this fall weather because it really is a great opportunity to just dive into a new season, a season where you're with your family, you're moving into the holidays and things are going to get kind of crazy and busy, and that's another reason why I wanted to get on here and just kind of talk about a couple things ahead of the crazy season. The Christmas Eve actually falls on a Sunday this year, on December 24th. And so if you have plans and you are not able to see, that would be week 4 volunteers if you can't serve. I'm going to go ahead and attach the volunteer list so that you guys can kind of cover each other. It's going to be a birthday party for Jesus, so it's going to be very fun and celebratory and easy. But if you have to be gone, then we'll be able to figure that out. We'll have plenty of people to help with that. Also, I wanted to plug the volunteer appreciation for those of you who are new because it is really a fun event. So it is going to be on this year. It is going to be, I believe, on December 15th at 5 o'clock at the church. You're supposed to, I think some of you may have seen the little ad that I created, but wear your favorite Christmas clothing and just come prepared to have fun and enjoy each other. Bring a white elephant gift. This is a busy trail because we're right on the coast. I have to share it with some people. Bring a white elephant gift. I believe it's a $50 limit. Something that you would actually want to take home as well. And it's come hungry because you're going to get blessed. And Scott and Krista always MC this event, and it is hilarious. It is so fun. Ask anybody that's been there. So that's going to be on December 15th at 5 p.m. at the church. Wanted to also touch base about a couple of things. One is, for those of you who are new, our restroom protocol. If you're taking kids to the bathroom, make sure you stay out in the hall unless you have a group of kids with you. But never put yourself in any enclosed room with just one child. That's for their safety and that's for your safety. That's one thing. The other thing is playground safety protocol. When you're taking kids down to the playground, just make sure that you count the number of heads that you take so that you can be just vigilant if something does go down while you're down there. Just take the just walk down there with your kids, hopefully 1 liter in the front, 1 liter in the back. There's no perfect situation. Just also, when they're on the playground, don't let them climb all the way to the tippy top of the trees. Just use good judgment there because we have kids that will do it. And I don't mind them climbing trees. I climbed trees when I was a kid. Like, I'm fine with that, but just not to where if they fall, something horrible happens. Also, our emergency plan, if something were to happen at River of Life Church, more than likely then our security is going to come and advise us, but we will meet at the playground. That is our destination for emergencies. If it is, obviously if it's something like somebody that is armed in our building, we would not go down to the playground. But if there's a fire or something like that, that's where we will meet. Make sure that you keep your kids with you and stay with them. During that emergency, if parents are there, ask the parents to stay with you. Don't let the parents just take the kids. Because especially if you don't know the parents. If you know them, just use good judgment there. But your job is just to keep those kids safe in that situation. God forbid that anything should happen. I just like to be prepared and have a game plan. And that's our game plan, is to pray. Pray with those kids and wait for emergency personnel to come and tell us what to do. So that is it at the playground. I wanted to talk about values for just a minute for those of you who are just starting with us as well. There's 3 values that we have. One is connection, one is discipleship, and one is safety. So obviously, if we are not making a connection with the kids, then they're unlikely to really hear what we have to say. So creating a intimacy with those kids in the sense that they know you, you know their name, the kids in your group. It's nice because our groups are getting smaller to where we can actually do that. And I know there's a big turnaround, and you're only serving one Sunday a month, some of you, so that's a little trickier. But if you can get into a habit of just getting to know a little bit about where each kid is from, where they're coming from, it'll help you get to know them, and it will give you the right to speak into their life, because our primary value is discipleship. We want these kids to know Christ. Through our lives, through the Bible stories, we want to share Christ with them in tangible ways. And don't put all of your eggs in the basket of the Bible story. Take that Bible story and make it personal for you so that you can make it personal for them. That's a high value, and it works. And kids, they want to belong before they believe. If they know that they belong and that they are welcome and they are accepted right where they're at, then you will have their attention. So that's discipleship. And the other thing is safety, like safety from bullying, safety from things that block their view of God. Removing all those obstacles so that you create a safe space for those kids to learn in and to play in. And part of that is if you see a kid, if you're playing and doing an activity and you have a kid that just isn't really sociable and they're not really connecting with other kids, that you connect with them and that you group those kids together, especially when they're older and they have those, like, little kids don't even care. They don't really care. They just they'll pick anybody to be their friend, right? But in that 3rd and 4th grade class, when they are really wanting to be accepted, it's really important that we make every child feel valued, and I know you guys do that so well. That's why I asked every one of you to serve, because I saw you either doing that with your own kids or doing that with kids in our church. So thank you for that. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, so I'm going to move on. Technology, we are still in the process of working out our IT, trying to have those YouTube clips ready for you. And I've been just doing plug and play and having Nina teach you how to get to those YouTube lists. There's a River of Life YouTube list, and that will get you to lesson 24 or lesson 2, whatever lesson you're on. And so you don't have to try to pull that up on the laptop. That works great if you can do that. So if you don't know how to do that yet, most of you probably already do that at home, but if you need some help with that, Nina is your go-to for that, because she can show you how to get to those clips. And in that preschool kinder class, you choose whether you use that clip. If you view it during the week so that you can see the content, then you're going to know if it's actually something that you can use for those preschoolers, because some of this is kind of over the top. If you can't use the video, then speak into the scripture, speak into the values, bring your own life message into that classroom, and just have fun with those kids and make them feel loved, because that's really what they need in that preschool kinder class. Most of the time I'm trying to create curriculum where there is at least one video that you can use in there, but that's not always possible for that group, depending on what we're teaching. So technology is something that we're just going to continue to plug away, so thank you for your patience with that. I wanted to say this in regards to value, that what we do on Sunday morning is only going to be as good as what you bring to the table, because you guys are the front. You're like the face of our ministry. Those kids are coming because they have what's going to make them feel comfortable is you. What's going to make them learn is you. So I just wanted to deposit this. Like, I know you're busy, because I am too. Like, life is crazy busy, right? But there's nothing more important than this. Taking time to saturate yourself in that lesson a little bit, so that you can personally hear what God is saying through that word to you, so that you can give that to those kids. That's how ministry grows. So when I send you that story, Bible story on Tuesday, it's so that you can have time to prepare for your class. And if you don't get time to prepare that week, because there is no judgment, trust me. We're not the should on church, if you know what I mean. But if you can't get to it that week, if you can't do anything else, just pray for your kids. Pray for the kids that God's going to give you that Sunday. It's probably going to be a different group every week. Pray for them. Some of them will come each week, but there's always that one. And if you have a very difficult child, take that on as a mission, because if you have a difficult child, that means that child probably has some difficult things going on in their life. And so just showing up with compassion and grace and love is going to penetrate that brokenness. And then create this atmosphere where there's not a reactive, like needing to discipline them, but just truth and grace, lovingly restoring them. And the goal is that we all get people on the path that Jesus has for all of us, right? So I wanted to deposit that there. Also, I wanted to say this. Please let me know if something crazy is going on in your life and I can pray for you, or if you just need a break, or if somebody in your life needs prayer. Like, we're not called to isolation. We're called together around each other as the body of Christ. And I especially want to love on you guys, be aware of circumstances or difficulties that you're facing, so that I can pray for you and know how to respond to you. Like, if things are going crazy and you're not able to keep the commitment that you've made, that's the kind of stuff I just want to support you in, and not be like make you feel condemnation or something that creates just so please reach out. Even if you have questions, I'm here, Randy's here, Scott's here, Krista's here, Norm's here, Sandy's here. Like, the whole staff loves this church, and my husband as well. And Jonathan, we all want to come alongside you guys as leaders, as volunteers, as parents, as grandparents, and we just want to be a family of God. So bless you. I hope you have a beautiful Thanksgiving and a beautiful season this fall, and I am so very thankful for each one of you. I'm glad that God put you in my life. Have a great day.